In one take, please, Reverend. Yeah, right. Hey, gang. Welcome to my life, where anything is possible and nothing is as it seems. I'm Freedom, and I'll be your host, coming at you from within the depths of Geistopia.
Welcome to my life's project, an experiment in life and art, a living storyboard if you will. Its premise is that life is experiential and that you can and do experience the life you choose. It is based on the use of the real life and the ask for the new millennium as life-building tools. Yeah, it's true.
Welcome to My Life is an ITV Studios Geist House Players production in association with the Center for Creative Inspirationalism. Just Us Productions, the parent company, would like to give a shout out to the following for their ongoing and oft times unknowing inspiration and support. Princess Cuttebug, Princess Sunshine, Craze and Company, the Shaman, the Pillar Effin' Bob, the Warden, the entire Putter Clan, Fairy, Princess, Professor Siggy Chong, Hoagie Snowflake, Sparky Wenceslas, the Van Man, and General Ralph Glossop, may they rest in peace. The Looch, the Basset Hound, Bert Ton, the Baker, the Cornbread, Andy Pendy, the Mutter, Jason O, Danny Boy, St. Diane, and you, Brother John, Thing 1 and Thing 2. The Rocks, CCPA, the PA, FNA, MPDT, Chanel number 5, Superstar, Sir Richard Slouch, the Spirit, the Wixians, the Socialite, the Village of Idiots, Pizniffer, Dancing Queen, Downtown Encyclopedia Brown, Baby Mama Rabbit, My Wisconsin Belle, the Babes, and, of course, a very generous sponsor who, not so much, wishes to remain anonymous. It is Friday, September 20th, 2019. Time. Regenerating. Before I go any further, hey, boss lady, where's Waldo? And have you seen the legendary pink elephants? So, as it says, welcome, one and all, welcome to my life, the project, and the experience. They sort of go hand in hand. Now, if you were going to ask me personally, I would tell you that there is absolutely nothing interesting nor amazing about myself or the life that I lead. I truly am a guy just doping along, and sometimes barely at that. My daughters say I'm special. However, what does catch my interest, what amazes me, is the way in which life can unfold before us. How things do tend to work out in the end, and everything does seem to happen for a reason, whether we get it or not. Now, that is the core inspiration to this project, and it begins 21 some years ago. Chillin' with whatever circle of friends I was hanging with at the time. Geistopia was a flutter of activity on a daily basis. And I found myself awed, fascinated by what I would witness, the moments, the mysteries, the magics, memories. The way everyone and everything would just sort of gel together. And it made me want to capture it and share it with the world. And then something would happen. I would experience my death, and life, as I knew it, was about to change forever. Anything I thought, felt, believed was of no matter. Because I came back that night to a life I no longer understood. And for a little over 2 decades, I have just been trying to find my place in it all. That is the concept that catapults us towards today. Because in my decades-long search to know myself once more, to have place and purpose and completion and satisfaction, as I searched hither and yon and traveled to and fro, the adventure has led me to some of the most fascinating places. introduced me to some of the most amazing characters and beings it is my distinct honor and blessing to have known. I have seen bizarrely beautiful things happen. Each experience, the moment, the mystery, the magic, the memory, only serving to fuel that desire to share it with the world. Because each experience has led me to one conclusion, that life is alive. It lives, it breathes, it is sentient and symbiotic with us. It will work for us, it will work with us, it will work through us, if we only allow it to. This project is my attempt to do just that. This is the current phase or face of the project. It went from stage to video to written blog, back to video with some audio squeezed in between, and now a combination of the two. And in its time, it has had the ability to develop its own dynamic. It's a long-running project. It has its own dynamic, its own backstory, its own inside jokes, and yes, even its own characters. Now, I could never take the time in one video to catch you up on all of that. However, you can find it on my Facebook page, WTML. There's links to the blog. There are all the videos. You can check it out, follow along, see what you've missed. In the meantime, I would like to take a moment to introduce you to the characters. I figure it'll make our relationship a little easier in the long run. Am I right or am I right? So these guys you can now find in written form, in script form on the blog, but they originated as off-screen characters who were voiced in during post-production. Unfortunately, I no longer have that capability, so we ask your suspension of disbelief. One of the first gentlemen you met today was this guy. Dr. Hans Franz von Lichtensteiner, Dr. of Metaphysical Sciences und as Strange Things. Yeah, it's true. Now, Doc is sort of our go-to guy. He's the guru. He's got the lowdown on everything. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. He's got the metaphysics and the spirituality and the science and the religion and the sociology and the psychology and the ecology. He's got all the ologies rolled up in one. Unfortunately, Doc's role in Welcome to My Life at this moment is kind of small. Yeah, it's true. Doc, settle down. We're working on it, I promise. You'll get your chance to shine, brother. And that guy there is one I think you will come to admire and adore just as much as I have. That is Walt. And Walt is the remnant spawning of another project many moons ago with a bunch of friends, but he has stuck with me for the years, and he has worn many hats and performed many jobs. But no matter what he is doing, at the end of the day, Walt is my compadre. He is my sidekick, the other half of my duo. Walt is the Abbott to my Costello. He's the McMahon to my Carson. Only you're the drunk one, Walter. Oh, and that melodic voice belongs to the man who was sent to keep it all together, rein it all in, and set us on the straight and not so narrow. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the irreputable, Mr.
Jonathan Whitney Whiteman at your service. Now, guys, it is my job to be here and help you keep your eyes on the balls of focus and discipline.
He really does love his two balls. He must. He's always rubbing them in our faces. So there you have it. All you need to know to follow along and go with the flow. Up next, a special presentation to bend the boundaries and stretch imagination. I'll be back later with just a little more. Perhaps then I can show you what Welcome to My Life is for.